Hello, everybody. We are straight into the action with this one. Starting off a little bit early. The players, they just couldn't wait. So we are straight into things here. We got Sampi up against Rebels on Ancient. Our second showing on Ancient thus far. 1-1 teams at the moment. So a lot on the line here with this map.
This one means a lot, right? If you can end the day at a positive note, that would be huge. However, a great start for Team Sampi. I'm going to find the first. Rebels on that T side, opening kill going their way, but they're very slowly moving their way over towards A. Found a gap through mid, up through donut. No real contest.
Interesting that they're able to get away with so much space, and they strike like a viper. Easily done there onto Savannah. Are they even going to go for the retake? I don't think so, no. That is the round done and dusted pretty swiftly. So, yeah, that's a bit of a shame for Sampi, but they will try and take what they have into the next round. The armor, the Julies, the flashers. So, Rebels, nice start from them, of course. An interesting kind of team here. Born out of Permitter, Paloma, Orcs. You know, those kinds of teams that had been through quite a lot of different iterations and always seem to be around this sort of level, doing well in the qualifiers and whatnot, doing well in the national champs. So really quite an interesting one. And recently, Spero has moved into their coaching slot, right? So he was a player for a very long time, been around the tier 2 scene for ages, a little bit of a taste of the top level, I think, at one point, about 32 years old. I didn't even realize he was so aged. And he's retired from professional play, but he's straight in the coaching slot for Rebels. So that'll be really cool to see what he can bring.
Yeah, no, agreed. I'm interested in kind of what he can do in terms of helping this team kind of elevate a little bit. I mean, of course, like you said, the remnants of Orcs. Orcs were at the previous Pro League as well. Unfortunately, not all too successfully, but there nonetheless. Got to be said, they've done it once before. They've made it through these sort of quals. They can do it again. Tagged up close. Olymp in the corner. Couple of shots, but it's all a little bit of a ruse. He's trying to bait a bit of attention. Speaking of, Zeko going to play out in front of that smoke. If he shoots now, he gets a kill, but he opts against it. The nade will do the damage nonetheless. And there's the opening kill going the way of Team Sampi on the 4 spot.
It's a pretty good start, to be fair. They might be able to do something with that, given where the weaponry's at for the rest of the squad. And there is potential. There is potential to get hands onto that gun. I don't think they're necessarily looking for that, but it is definitely there. Either way, rotations across towards A quite quickly here for Sampi. I like what I'm seeing. 4 coming in from Cube. This is a dangerous move from Rebels. They're going to have to be so crisp with it. And so far, so good. Savannah on high. What can he get done? Oh, not an awful lot. Bits of damage, but all the kills are going the way of the T side right now. Absolutely brilliantly done. And that just looks so dangerous for my money.
Zeko taking a couple of shots in the tail end here, but I think priorities got to remain intact of keeping those FAMASs alive. They are what matters most here, really. Zeko actually is sticking around a little bit over towards long. Slightly precarious. And Olymp is looking around for it. Tag. First contact's going to be his. Olymp deletes him and gets the second as well. That is crisp from Olymp. Knew exactly what to expect out of that post-plant setup, out of the save. And absolutely massacres it. 2 shots, 2 kills. And Rebels, 2 rounds on the board. Really nice work for them. The full buy of Sampi, or the force buy, so to say, amounting to, unfortunately, not a lot. That'll be that. Team Sampi, no real kind of money or an investment to speak of. Rebels should get a 3-0 start without too much sweat off the brow.
We'll see. A little bit of spam out from Fino. Oh, going to cross through the smoke. Decent dink, but, you know, you're just limited by the weaponry at the end of the day. So that'll now start to run amok in the backlines. Definitely curious to see if Sampi can even find one here. The bodies are falling quite quickly. eLiVe on the Deagle. I like his chances. There's a couple low HP players in places. Here we go on the Mac 10. Unfortunate, but the round is secured by Rebels.
Snack's going to get that bomb down. Oh, no. Going to tap it. Just maybe a little bit worried about the smoke more than anything, to be honest. Someone sitting inside of it. 2 remaining pistols. May get an exit here. Fatal's back in towards mid. Just have a little look through. He actually got the wrong way. They're posted up in through CT. And Flay is doubling back. So maybe there's a world. Oh, leg spotted. Yeah, that's him. That's surely Savannah now done for. The only thing is, does Flay click the setup? Doesn't matter. He can isolate them with these. Savannah, the big thing there was not peeking. The Deagle, however, will get a body shot. Could get another as well. Flay's not exactly healthy by any means. So a second kill could come through. And it will. Zedco taking the silver linings all the way to the bank and back. He might even get a rifle for good measure. He will. That's an AK in those hands. So as things go on a, no buy, so to say, you can take it. Rebels going to call for a timeout off the back of it. Maybe a little bit more expensive than they would have hoped, but I guess money doesn't really bother them so much at the moment. All sitting in and around 7k in the bank left over, so it isn't too bad. 3-0 the Rebels side. Sampi, they're a slow start, and of course they had a slow start earlier against alternate attacks too.
Yeah, I mean, it is true. It is certainly true. Thus far, the games have been pretty unpredictable, right? A few comebacks, a few bringing it close. We've had strong teams winning where it's expected, sometimes losing as well where it's unexpected. So, yeah, it has been a lot of guesswork thus far. I'm definitely interested to see what Sampi have got in store. You know, there's a lot of players in here that I'm very keen to keep an eye on. Ooh. And Fino is one of them. He does get traded out quickly. That was very nearly a collateral, though, but they timed it well on the Rebel side of things. And now a vulnerable A bomb site. Ooh, a failed cube smoke, though, I feel. So Savannah's going to have a chance to potentially do some damage here. They do have a little bit of utility, flashes maybe to get across, but ultimately no smoke for that cube area. Yeah, big blunder from Rebels. And they really do not want to cross. That's allowed Zedco to close the gap on the flank. Very curious now.
Oh, Kassaret gets shot by Zedco, but that'll get rid of his ruse. He was kind of sneaking behind there. He found a gap in the defense, and it all sort of fell apart. Snakes swinging the corner, looking for him. His shot, though. Zedco going to find another. Flay Shadow spotted too, but the AWP still alive. Not for much longer. Tagged or drop him. All that's left is Casey. And unfortunately, not long live for the world. So, for Sampi, much better. First full buy looking considerably more what we'd expect and hope out of the Sampi side to make this a competitive one, to say the least. There's that first on the board. Now can they use that as a catalyst to further rounds? Unfortunately, we do have a tech pause. We've been played with a few of those today. It's this one a little bit more simple than last time, however. Someone just dropped out of the server.
Yeah, that's always nice. When we kind of have a bit of an idea of what is going on, it's a nice feeling. You know, nobody likes to be in limbo, not knowing how long we will be in the tech pause. Had some pretty bad ones in my day. Been around for a while now. Yeah, to be fair, I got a Facebook memory about 5 years ago. One of the events I was casting. So it's been a while, mate. It's been a while. And that event actually had plenty of tech issues going on. I'll not name any names, but if you were maybe around 5 years ago, you might know the event I'm talking about.
Well, for now, this one looks like it should be resolved momentarily. Everyone's back in the server, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We hope. There is money to speak of over towards Rebels. They can actually pick up an AWP if they want to, and they will. Flay gonna have an AWP in his hands, dropped by Casey. Casey then just gonna opt for the Mac 10. So Triple AK Mac 10 AWP buy isn't exactly the worst as well. Fino, big thing is for Rebels is just denying how much space Fino can really get. He's actually quite a prolific AWPer when he gets going. If they can keep him at bay, and potentially there's something to talk of. Either way, tech pause is done. Back underway. A little bit of a buyout towards that Sampi side. It feels like quite an important swing round. Neither side exactly have stable economies. Win this round, you can really put the other under quite considerable pressure. Let's take a look and see.
Definitely curious in these next couple of rounds who comes out on top, what the move will be. A little boost here in the A main area, very keenly lined up, I think, to maybe just spot the tip of a head over on the back plat box, but nobody there at the moment. It is just Zedco on the default angle. They will be coming his way, so see what Mr. Co is capable of. And again, I'm going to look for a boost up. He has just spotted the head there. They will have seen him, but a lovely nade. So much damage onto those two players. He might just call for some rotations as well. You see Fino in at the cube area. He's going to get smoked off, though. It looked a little problematic, I'm not going to lie to you, but the 1A main smoke is enough to push them away.
Nice for now. Srek remains over towards double doors. Doesn't want to peek through this either. The eLiVe playing anti. But they're all dangerous. Tagging on the left-hand side. Even if he finds tags, I think, at a 180. This is great upper control. Everything kind of through shelf here is looking so solid. And Savannah showing exactly how. Nice shot on the swing. There's a bit of trouble here. They're going to go through. The eLiVe going to find two.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Kisarek, though, back in with the trade. Savannah will find a big one with only 10 seconds left to get that bomb down, right? Oh, goodness. Flay comes off the angle. Needs to find a bit of a frag here. Does manage to get one. Can't pick up Fino, however. Taking some names with him into the grave. But Sampi, they will be back on the board pretty quickly there. A mess of a round, it has to be said. And a really big deal. Rebels, they're out of cash very, very quickly, in fact.
Yeah. Swung quite nicely in favor of Sampi. They've got some good room to speak of, at least for the time being. Round buffer, but of course it'll be closed down more or less immediately here. Question of maybe whether Rebels can get a bomb down just to put a bit of pressure on. Now, unfortunately, it looks like we're going back into a bit of a tech issue, however. There is, there we go. It's actually probably a little bit quicker than I thought originally. The Match Medic has gone to, yeah, Match Medic's done nice and quickly. So I think, hopefully, everyone should be okay in just a second. But yeah, you know, this sort of round, I'm not expecting all too much. If Rebels can get a bomb plant, that'd be nice. But expectations are, you know, pretty minimum here, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. You know, you can't really expect too much out from them at this point, at this kind of a buy. So it makes sense, but should be an even up is the big thing. I think it comes into what is the response going to be in the future rounds. Rebels looks obviously very good, but Sampi's rifle play there was really nice. So I think it will be difficult to match up to them.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, a bit more pressure on the B-bomb site potentially. That does seem to be an area that Rebels have quite liked, and they have come close. Their entries are good, but holding on to the bomb site, I think, is what remains difficult for them.
Medic still working its wonders. There's not a lot of money to speak of, especially as well considering one of Olympic Kistrake's probably got to keep in and around 3k if they want an AWP play for Flay in the next round. So it does kind of make you think now kind of what sort of buy they go for. A lot of teams wouldn't mind going into kind of upgraded pistols here, especially, you know, SX can get into the P250, Olymp and Kisrek can maybe drop over the likes of a Tech 9 or so, but someone's got to keep a bit of cash if they want any sort of chance. We are just going to see a singular deagle picked up by Olymp. So it might be a bit of a quick round. Looks like quick towards A, in fact.
Fino does miss a shot. There's a lot of damage being done here. Savannah going to get taken down trying to escape. However, Fino is finding more success on the pistol than he is on the AWP itself. Bomb's been dropped. Olymp alone. Down he goes. So, I mean, they could be happy with the 1 kill, right? You know what I mean? It's such a return on investment. Just keep that economy low for a few select players on the Sampi side, but it just goes as we expected, really. This is where it matters. You can see Sampi's cash not quite getting off the ground yet. They've not had a lot of time to build up the bank. So it really is neck and neck right now.
At least it's a good game to be had here. Not more than I would have maybe initially expected when Rebels came out the gate absolutely flying. ZeDKo going to take a lot of mid-control coming forward. Behind that smoke, does he dare push through it? Especially when he's blind as well. You'd normally say no. He doesn't have a bit of support, though, and they're going to go for it. Tag going to find the first. That's an AK upgrade on the back of the MP9. The eLiVe going to find one of his own. As KC falls, the opening double go the way of Sampi. Taking the fight right to Rebels at the moment.
I know. I'm respecting this as well. They look really confident. Just getting into their groove. Played a couple maps already, of course. And they seem to be back with a vengeance. Picking up steam as the evening goes on. Of course, just narrowly losing out in their first game to alternate attacks. But since then, they have indeed had a game. And they look pretty damn good. You know, I think they can be very happy with the way that it went down.
Well, for now, it all goes quiet after the initial bit of contact. Rebels, the task at hand here. ZeDKo has an opportunity, takes it well, Olymp to full. And I think for Rebels, there's really a lot for them to do here. There are many 2 AKs. It wouldn't even be the worst thing in the world to save. Yes, they won't bring money across, but I'm not going to rifle into the next round anyway. Doesn't matter. The eLiVe got other ideas. Double for him. That's the round. Sampi take the lead 4-3. That's a really well played round. And, well, the fact that it's so flawless as well is even more impressive.
Yeah, very nice indeed. I think really sweet. Really, really sweet kind of round from Sampi. Again, just looking in control, I think, is the thing. So, I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far. And they are looking hard to stop, to be honest. You know, I do worry for Rebels a little. Oh, cheeky blow of the smoke from ZeDKo. I didn't think he'd be able to see anything, but he spots ahead, locks on, finds the opener, and obviously he's got some support in from Cube as well. So, 5-on-3. Great start for Sampi.
ZeDKo falling away from Donut just as things are about to get a little spicy. SNX sneak through that smoke. I get Gore here. SNX gets good timing. Savannah will turn, and that's now left his teammate vulnerable. Fino finds one, but only. That's now potentially a bomb plant here.
Oh my god, what is going on? ZeDKo doesn't know where he is. Mental play. Definitely a bomb plant. But maybe the round. eLiVe going to go digging. Gets some beautiful timing. Catches one off guard, the other with a nade out. No chance of a trade. Spots out that second player as well and says, yo, he might be backing off. But they're not going to get too giddy on the Sampi side. Just try and play together. Looking for a catch. Time to get it here. SNX can't find the frag. So well recovered in the end in the 2v2. Probably should not have come that close. I think it is safe to say. And it will, again, affect that all-important economy. All the same, 5-3, Sampi looking real good. 4 in a row now from them.
Yeah, it's not bad. It really isn't. I think Sampi are actually putting up a pretty stellar CT side here. And actually what is a pretty even map in terms of where it's weighted. It's quite a puggy map. Ancient these days. And I think at the moment puts them at quite a kind of a comfortable spot. I think you can build this repertoire on the CT side. It puts you into good stead. Oh, fino. Have a look over, but he gets picked off by Flay. Flay expected it. He knew. And he finds. Tagged. Doesn't want to overface with that smoke. The hot flash potential's always there coming through Cave. The spam is pretty damn close as well. Tagged is pretty isolated. He falls. Cave and Excavation are completely open.
Aggression coming in here from the T side to try and take some of that cave control. Or at the very least get the Jag area, or excavation as you call it. It's actually a big fight going on down there. Beautiful stuff. Tag gets aggressive. Oh, but traded out through the cubby wall bang. Big one onto the eLiVe there. 3 versus 2. Are they going to expect Zedco here, though, is the big question, right? You've already found 2 on the bomb side itself. Oh my god, he doesn't know where to look. SNX was so blind. That's so unfortunate for Zedco. He's panicking. Yeah, no, in between the 2 angles. However, very, very, very low HP here. 53 between the 2 Rebels players. Fake out coming in. Savannah nearly finds that frag onto SNX. They're going to go in for the double peak, though. Well played in the moment. And it will be Rebels stopping the Sampi streak.
There we go. So again, back and forth between these 2 sides. Neither really taking the game by the scruff of its neck just yet. But Rebels are going to call for their second tack pause. It's a good opportunity as well. You already kind of spoken a little bit about it. Get the coaches involved. And of course, for Rebels, they're new one in this sense. This is a good opportunity for the Rebel side to bring Sparrow, bring his experience, his wealth of experience, to be fair to him, into this. We spoke about how long he's been around. He's played on some pretty decent teams as well in the past. And just, reading through the CV, he's got a fairly decent amount under his belt with Polish teams like Anonimo, 9, Wisda Krakow, AGO, etc. Then Kingwin, G2, to just to name a few as well, man. He's been around for a long, long time. Been playing ever since the start of Go and before. So, Rebels leading on that experience now in those sack pauses. Trying to level the playing field at the tail end of this first half. For Sampi, at the moment, just make sure they don't let it slip.
Boost move coming in once again. They've been liking this on the Rebels side. Try and get that cheeky pickup. I just think Sampi don't really have anyone out towards backplat that often. Great little angle from Savannah, though, on the AUG. Takes out Flay. They knew about each other. Unfortunately, Flay does land a shot just through a wall. Doesn't do enough damage to find the frag.
For now. Minute on the clock to speak of. The numbers favouring Sampi. And also, not only the numbers as well, the map control they've got is really good. All up in towards that kind of brackets and shelf area. Double doors is locked off, so B is basically under lock and key. It sort of forces Rebels now into a pincer on the A site. And you can see slowly how the eLiVe starting to join over there. Savannah's already found a frag and taking a bit of damage, but the A site is basically more or less the only place that Rebels can go, and the rotation should come through soon, especially as the U-Tool starts to drop down.
A bit crazy over here. eLiVe. To the play. Oh, look at him with the flash as well. He's nearly in for 2 there. Not quite, but he's putting the pressure on Rebels for sure. Plant will come down in just a moment. Trying to deny it away here, but not going to happen, unfortunately. Working their way around. Zedco and Savannah both moving through from the cube area. What are we looking at here? As they work their way in. Not a lot of time left. They do have kits, but making life a bit difficult for themselves. SNX creeping around. Knows Fino is on the way, but he's just not fast enough to take him down, unfortunately. And now, looking very good indeed. Kisarek up high. Might not be expected. There you go. He's spotted and finished, in fact, by Tagged, who was very ready for that fight. Almost a flawless retake to come through there from the Sampi end.
Yeah, really nicely done as well. I mean, I think it all comes down to how well they started off that round, getting a lot of the early control and force them towards A. And they've got a very good A retake as well. Good kind of little gimmicks with the break of the smoke and the fight behind it, but also the trades are very good on the way in. Only the 1 casualty, exactly what you want to see. When Rebels get that bomb down, they're looking a little disconjointed. They don't really know kind of where to set up in terms of their post plant, and it cost them 6-4. So Sampi guaranteeing at the bare minimum a tied game at the turn of the half, but the way they're playing, he could go a little bit further. An ultimate round of the half here. And very important with Rebels. If they don't find it, especially if they don't get a bomb plant too, their money's going to be in a bit of trouble. This could push Sampi towards the likes of an 8-4 half, which is considerably, vastly different out of a 6-6.
Looking for some pressure towards middle. Not really all that much presence here from Sampi at the moment. Just, keeping eyes on. They're again very ready for the B here, but it looks like Rebels will move away and Make use of the mid utility. Oh, a decent read here from Sampi. Bolstering up the donut area. They're going to spot a lot out there as well. Molotov comes in to keep them at bay. Olin got to be careful. He's so isolated. Nobody around to trade him, but they will try and force the issue here out on towards A. P250 out for Fino. Can he get any more? Yes, he can. Keeps him coming. Misses that one, but he stays alive with a quick little twirl. Only one falling for Sampi. And Rebels, again, trying to force it, just not working out.
Fair play. Really well done. Onto his backside as well. Kind of a bit of a panic, but it works. And it works well. Team Sampi up to that 7th. There will be some level of a buy to come through for Rebels, but like we mentioned, no bomb plant's going to leave them a little bit feeble in terms of the funds. And that's what we see. SNX only on a Tech 9. Double Mac 10 to come through for Casey Nolan. Opportunity for Sampi to find that 8th. That looked like it eluded them and definitely did in towards that first game of the day that we saw them play. Zeko, nice shot through the smoke, finds Flay. That's one of the rifles.
Yeah, nasty. Very nasty indeed. Decent frag. Decent frag. Looking good here for the turn of the half for Sampi. Savannah, edge of the smoke. Keep your eyes on it, mate. Yep, I was going to say, you don't want to get caught off. SNX still gets the kill onto Zedko. A little bit of a comedy routine there out towards A main, but it is a hold for Sampi, a man advantage hold. And Rebels none the wiser, really. None the advantageous after finding that frag.
No, posted, flashed, another pop shot. The Molotov at his feet as well gives him some level of a security that he knows it's doubtful anyone's going to push through that. You fall off, play a little bit more passive. The remaining Rebels, they now start to pounce over towards A. All comes down to Savannah to try and hold off the push, though. Can he do anything to buy some time for the rotation?
Big question. Ooh. Savannah, he's actually going to deny the bomb plant with the 2-piece. Kisserek goes down 8-4. Sampi looking really damn good. You can see there without the pistol, it would have been a hell of a stomping. We've got a break coming up, folks. Stick with us, though. You don't want to miss the end of this one. We're in. We're back. Straight into the pistol. No messing about today, mate. We're getting into the action with these break cut-ins. That is for damn sure. Myself, Scriv, and Neokai. Bringing the final half of the day. 2 sets of Julies out from Rebels. They're going to need this pistol to stay alive, if you ask me. And Flay kicks it off nicely.
Holland finds one. Quickly traded. Rebels desperately needing a pistol. And so far, so good. If Sampi were to find this, it would be, well, it'd be a different scenario. The bomb will go down. That's a priority. Couple of taps from Savannah. He's going to fall back to a little bit more of a passive angle. Tagged, trying to fight his way through Red Room. He's in trouble here. Going to fall with very little fight.
Well, this is looking kind of dangerous for me, though. I think the setup is not too bad for the T side. Julie's out. They can turn the fight, but turning it against Sampi in this case. Savannah, see you later. So that's a big, big win for Rebels. As said, they will need the pistol. They get the pistol. And now we might just have a game on our hands if they can string a few together.
Oh, well, not bad. I think for Rebels, they, like we said, needed that. If they hadn't have found it, you see Sampi kind of pushing up to double digits. And it probably felt like it would have been the beginning of the end. Now, not to be. But of course, a bomb plant for Team Sampi does mean a buy back in. It's not exactly a clean-cut one, but you can take some Galils and try to make something work with it. Tag got a Mach 10 to support. I'll be a little bit quicker round once again. If Team Sampi can keep just getting that bomb down, you frags alongside it, there's something to speak of. It's only Olympia over towards the A side. Going to be tested here. Jumping across the Mach 10, leading the charge, swinging the way forward. You will find the first, and he falls away alive, but not unscathed.
Olymp. Oh, dangerous spot for him. I'm surprised he even finds one there, to be honest. We are wrestling kills back on the side of Sampi. It's not over just yet. And eLiVe trying to get the bomb out of there, and he will manage to do so, right? Savannah's got himself into a really good spot. It's well read, though. Very well read here from Sampi to pull away and not quite dedicate to B just yet. Keep the Rebels guessing. For me, it is all on Savannah's flank and what he can get done from this position. It is being watched by Flay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you win the fight. He's kind of looking away and second-guessing himself. Down he goes. He's going to fake out that he's going towards B, right? Try and draw some attention away from Rebels. Meanwhile, eLiVe working his way through A main and potentially, not potentially, most definitely will walk into a completely open A bomb site now.
So well played from Savannah. Finds a kill, fakes the steps away, doubles back to Red Room. So his flank is kind of held for, and Casey and SNX clearing all these angles. It's sooner rather than later going to realize nobody's home. The eLiVe now, just get that bomb down. The second the bomb gets planted, the pressure's on. The questions, of course, about Rebels in the retake. How do they play it? Nope. Time is of the essence. Do they have a kit? No, is the answer. Savannah going to take first contact here. They got to go quick. Swing on the corner. There's one. Can't quite make it a second. The eLiVe knows where he's coming from, though, so doesn't need to face. Doesn't need to peek in the 1v1. SNX is taking a tag. The Galil becomes precarious. Spotted and dropped as well. So well played. That round is entirely won by Savannah, though. Miracle man. Masterclass coming through Red Room. Baits and switches. Finds the kill. Then falls away. Selling the fake back over towards the B site. Honestly, expertly done. Especially with how shaky that round was looking. Numbers disadvantage. A 2 versus 3. And Sampi lock in the force buy in their favor. May have lost the pistol, but it doesn't matter. Force buys are more important. Rebels going to go for a force buy of their own, but unfortunately, it's primarily just pistols.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. That is pretty damn rough. They needed that springboard of the pistol to get them to like an 8-6, 8-7 kind of scoreline. Bit more to work with. Get an econ built up maybe. But yeah, now it's just a battle of survival rather than control of the game, rather than giving yourself a solid chance. They are just looking to win rounds whichever way they can. Flay might be a part of that with his deagle. Nice shot from him.
Oh, shot from eLiVe, though. Casey to fall. And again, just reaffirming things in the favor of Sampi. SNX is around that corner. I do always worry, though, about those 5.7s. They're so damn strong. One bullet headshot at close range. An excavation, that is a prime position for it. waiting for a fight. The bomb's going back towards A. Technically speaking, the wrong call as well, considering that's where it's stacked. But Flay are taking damage. They should be okay, being the operative word. Eagle, missed a couple of shots. Flay just trying to stay alive.
Easier said than done at this point, I suppose. It's Kisserk who is going unchecked here. Has a big chance. Oh, the bomb. Going to get planted right in front of him. He's looking for a couple. Makes mincemeat out of that one, but the second is nice and easy. Flay going to go down, but now Kisserk with an AK and a little bit of chaos strewn in. You never know what he might be able to do here. They're both in at Cube as well. He's going to tap the bomb, try and draw one out. They'll go in for a double peek. They know that he's not on it now. No onus to commit to the fight, and he knows it, that it's not really a one round, a lost cause, so he'll get out of there, take his AK, and unfortunately have to concede number 10.
Sampi getting ever closer to that finish line now, doing really, really well. Rebels, time and time again, it just seems like they don't have an answer. They can't quite find themselves into a strong position. That's 10-5 locked in for Sampi, though. They're hunting for that 2-1 finish at the end of the day. Just while we've got a brief break in the action, as it seems like we got some sort of a tech pause. Not a bad time to talk about the results across the board too. Over on the B stream, Para taking on Guild Eagles currently, and 10-6 in favor of Para currently. So Guild could be about to pick up their first loss over there. And on the C stream, it's Viper and alternate attacks as well. 9-6 to alternate attacks over there. So if things continue in that manner, Viperio ending the day 0-3, it wouldn't be a dream. Wouldn't be a dream at all. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, that is only the result at about the halfway mark. So it's not the end of the world just yet for those teams.
Yeah, we'd love it if Viperio could pick up a map, though. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, no, a good bunch of lads. So would be nice for them. But certainly we'll keep an eye on things. The pause once again coming back in. Obviously, we've had a few tech issues, but, you know, speak of the devil, and sometimes he goes away. The tech pause will actually end there, and we're straight back into the action. So not too long of a wait. Should be 11 here for Sampi. Rebels just going to try and work around this AK, I would imagine, but that's all they have in this round. They got one smoke and a flash, maybe a bit of a game plan. I'm curious to see what it will be.
Well, what have they got to do here? Looks like, well, primarily mid-aggression coming through for the Rebel side. 1 AK, which is already taken considerable damage, and he can't even drop it over as well. He's the only player with armor. So even though he's down to 45, he has to be the one to keep hold of it. Pretty unfortunate. I think it might be a bit of a pass-to-pass around for that AK. We'll see. This round shouldn't be too much pressure on the old shoulders. Oh, the Sampi boys. There's one. And I think the rest should just fall in line as well. The eLiVe and Savannah making it look easy over towards ramp against the pistols.
Olymp. Bit of an angle. Kisserek still out with the AK, so it'd be nice to see him find a frag. Get some kill bonus. Oh, or he can make mincemeat out of it. That's a little awkward. Down he will go, and they'll pick up an AK for free. Lovely, lovely treat there. 11-5. Rebels with a hell of a run back. It starts here, though. The buy looks good. They've got to do something with it.
That's it. 2 more rounds is all that Sampi need. For Rebels, this is essentially what feels like the last hurrah. This buy has to be converted for Rebels. I don't think they have much of a chance in this one. They have an AWP in play for Flay. It's the silver lining at the very least. I think alongside it, though, what have they got to match that of Sampi? Sampi's still wielding that Galil as well. They got money in reserve, so happy to ferry over the less than adequate rifles from the round before because it's working. Is that going towards mid? Coming through from Shelf. They got a lot of early control here as well, but it's AWP still poached on the crack angle. Shadow spotted as well. Flash comes through, avoids it. Flay doubles back to look in. They've already crossed.
Or Flay looking for an edge, an arm or something, but can't quite find it. Olymp has the info here. Ooh, I think he was just spotted there, wasn't he? Going to lose the fight because of it. That's a shame. That is a shame. He nearly snuck into the corner. Not the case. Flay on the AWP. They now know where he's at. Down goes Kisarek. Looking better and better and better for Sampi right now. Quick trade. That's got to be all she wrote, surely. SNX still alive. Ooh, in the cave area. He has dropped the bomb here, Neo.
Yeah.
Flay could have joined him. Maybe we'd be in a good spot, but surely against 3 does not stand a chance.
It should be relatively plain sailing, surely. He's tagged so low, spam, the Molotov at the toes as well. And even as he runs out here as well as a CT player, tagged should be able to close things off here. He's so damn low, SNX. A strong breeze and he's going to be blown over in this round. Bottom collected nonetheless. And they're going to play it safe. They don't even try and fight their way in. I think that's, it's the right way to play it. My matchmaking teammates would opt against that, but in the end, bomb plant towards 8. Just enough time on that clock as well. SNX, is he given the luxury of saving, however? Maybe not. The eLiVe. Checking, clearing, but not dropping. Fluffs his lines a little bit there. SNX going to find a kill. At the very least, the M4 staying alive for now, but it might only be momentarily. Tagged. If he continues shift walking his way forward, he should get the kill here.
Should being the operative word. We'll see. Looks good, though, doesn't it? To be fair, I'll be happy to pick up the 12th. He's getting there. Yeah, easy. Unfortunate for SNX on the survival, but ultimately, it's a difficult run, right? The 1M4 is not going to be the thing that decides whether Rebels are able to stay alive. There's 7 in a row required to take us to overtime. So, really not easy for Rebels, but stranger things have happened. We've had some nice comebacks thus far throughout the course of this qualifier. And although the pressure is higher, maybe we'll see a bit more from Rebels.
Well, now or never, really. Unfortunately for Rebels, they just don't have all that much to work with. It's always a worrying sign when a UMP's in play. Things are not going well. Alongside the MP9 and the FAMASs. Not even a premium rifle to speak of. Rebels having to do it with thinly lined pockets. Team Sampi sitting and waiting. But it's SNX to find the first. Zedco. He caught off guard a little bit there. And SNX to find a double entry. This is a great start, but Tag gonna answer back for one of his own.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. We'll see what Rebels can do from this position. 2 in towards Cave. Might just see some action in a minute or 2. Has quietened down, though. Sampi, wanting to starve information. Maybe force a Rebels player to get aggressive. But not going to be the case. eLiVe slowly clearing. Casey ready for the fight. Gets the pre-fire in. Beautifully done. Tagged will also fall. Just fino. And he loses his head to SNX. Nasty shot to end the round. Rebels, 6 more of those.
Well. Staying alive at least for the time being. It's a long road to recovery. A long way back into this game needed. And that's just going to call Sampi into the timeout. I think it's actually quite a nice call here. For Sampi, you're not under too much pressure. You're so close to the finish line. You're so close to kind of ending the day on a real positive note. But you don't want to be too hasty or let things slip or let things become problematic. Probably more importantly. So take a breather. And we'll go from there. So for now, a 12-6 scoreline. Plenty of room to work with for Sampi. Back into a bye. The main thing now is that Rebels have an even better buy than what they had in the round prior. So, just got to be a little bit cautious of it. A case in play that have been scooped up off the corpses from the round prior. Let's see. 19 gets underway. Sampi looking to close.
Bit of nadage out towards mid. That's an interesting kind of play. Forcing their own smoke open. A little weird, but either way. Oh, it's Flay to find the frag onto Savannah. Alrighty then. That's a nice shot indeed. Rebels definitely coming alive. Better late than never, but we'll see. Sampi obviously still in a good position to pull this one back. Olymp.
He's in trouble.
Moving forwards. Yeah, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous indeed. I'm not a big fan of this angle.
Fino's are locked in here as well. He can't cross. And I'm sure he probably knows it to a degree, but the rifle's got to do all the work. And, well, the first one, not great. Second one, though, Fino swing much better.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Fino up top. Looking for a way in here, but... Oh, I don't know that it's necessarily going to occur. I think our game has just crashed, unfortunately. So that's a little... awkward. Not much can be done about that.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
You really
you do hate to see it. I mean, it's been a while since that's happened, to be honest. But, you know, CS2 and all that good stuff.
True.
Yeah, it was fine 1 second and gone the next. So
Yeah.
that's cool. Hopefully we don't miss too much. And hopefully we don't miss the end of the game.
True.
That would be a little nasty.
I'm looking on HLTV now. They've just started the round where it's, 12-5 with the UMP and the FAMASs. They've just started that round. So it's a couple behind, obviously, because it's, delayed from the live feed. So
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, the game's not done, and then we go back in and we get to have the true ending. But then there's also a chance. I know years ago, and apparently it did happen very early into a CS2 that it would crash when games would end. Oh, little flash.
We may be back.
Little tease there. I did see a 7th round of the board, so Rebels did win it. All right. Rebels run out the round.
Yeah. Credit to everybody involved. We're back in pretty quickly there as well, and that certainly wakes you up, I think, as a production team when the game just crashes out of nowhere. So there you go. We're back in, and we still have the game coming. We've got a half buyout from Sampi, so it looks like we're going to be here a little while longer, actually.
Yeah, a little bit of bit of life left in this one. Let's start. That's next. Gonna try and take this contact against the pistols as well. A lot of flash and a lot of util. A lot of early control here as well. They actually get the sight here to a degree. Casey being chased. Casey gonna find one, but only. Hang on a second. The pistols making a conversation here.
All right.
No.
All right. Oh, God. Not like this. Olymp is the only one left. And he's not going to check his angles. Okay, he does manage to find that frag. Savannah's low on the AWP. Misses the shot. Second player revealed, but he doesn't quite know where it was. Just too much to do. Too much panic. And Sampi steal it away in the end. It still felt like with that scoreline, it was kind of inevitable, but still, not a good look. We wanted to see a bit more out from the Rebels. Obviously got a couple more games going into tomorrow and everything before we get those players locked in for the playoffs, for the semi-finals.